Love him or hate him, controversial social media influencer Andrew Tate brings up some interesting concepts in this video he posted on X recently with the caption, "The Downside of Bitcoin," and posed the question, can any Bitcoin maxis argue against this? Check it out.
I have so much Bitcoin, I don't give a shit. I'm just like to observe the downside because we talk about countries making Bitcoin a national reserve, and we talk about it overtaking gold and all these fantastic things. And I agree with all of it. My question, and this is a genuine question, I'm not giving you the answer, I'm actually asking, what happens to the economy once everybody realizes there is only one investment worth making on the planet?
And basically throughout the video, he makes a case for people being more incentivized to simply buy and hold Bitcoin than work, produce, build, create, or develop anything in the economy like useful products, services, infrastructure, food, houses, etc. Hello, I'm Crypto Casey, and in this video, we are going to explore Andrew Tate's question to Bitcoin maximalists about the potential downside of Bitcoin on the global economy and some great responses he received that we should all be mindful of as crypto investors. Let's hit it. Please be sure to check out our sponsors, GoBabyTrade, Uphold, and crypto wallets Tangent and Ledger. Benefit from the AI robotic revolution that is just beginning by making profit from the volatility of crypto markets without staring at screens all day with GoBabyTrade, an AI-driven robotic crypto trader that trades 24/7 for passive income. Watch a full video review here and join the free weekly webinar to learn more. Store your money and manage crypto with Uphold, a Web3 platform that actually holds our money and crypto. It's connected to 30 underlying exchanges, giving us the best possible prices for crypto with more liquidity. So it's a way better and safer option to buy, sell, and trade our digital assets. And make sure you own and use multiple cold storage hardware wallets. Tangent is super affordable, extremely easy to set up, only takes like 90 seconds, great for beginners. And Ledger Stacks and Flex wallets have extra security layers, and our community gets the best discounts on the market. So scroll down and use the links below to redeem any special offers they have for us. Sweet. Okay, after Andrew Tate posted his video, there were a ton of great responses that will deepen our understanding of Bitcoin and give us some great insights we can share with our friends and family to spread awareness about the implications of the crypto industry on the world at large. One response was from the author of the Bitcoin Standard, Saifedean Ammous, and the other one from an X user that goes by the name of Stackholder. I definitely recommend following both accounts on X for amazing Bitcoin and crypto content. All right, we are going to watch about a 6-minute condensed version of Andrew Tate's 11-minute video to understand his standpoint when considering the potential downside of Bitcoin, and then we will go through Ammous's and Stackholder's responses.
And the problem we currently have with this Bitcoin cycle is that nothing can outperform Bitcoin, which sounds great, but I'm starting to sense a genuine breakdown in capitalism. I'm being serious here, gentlemen. People submit me business ideas all the time. I'm making this video because 48 minutes ago, I was sent a business proposal by a very good friend of mine, a man I've done business with many times before. He's German, he's extremely competent, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's a hotelier. He wants me to invest 16 million into a hotel in Switzerland. And I've looked at his whole proposal, and I've sat there and thought, why not just buy Bitcoin? I have to get this hotel, we have to find staff, we need plates, cups, we gotta make sure we're not getting ripped off on the steaks, we gotta make sure he's not feeding his friends for free, we gotta do all the licensing, we gotta make sure there's a fire extinguisher in every corner, we gotta get the hotel fitted out, we gotta advertise it, we gotta put people in it, then if I ever wanna sell it, it's gonna take years, we gotta pay all these taxes, we gotta do all this work. For what, 10% return, 20% return? I can just buy Bitcoin and then go on a boat and then accidentally lose it, and I'm done. I ain't gonna mess around, I ain't gonna sign your papers, I ain't gonna read German. Guten Tag and Wagen Jugagen. The fucking Bitcoin. And now I find myself, every time someone offers me a business opportunity, and I have endless, commercial property, building warehouses, hotels, another cigar bar, another restaurant, another coffee shop, all these things I own, I'm like, I'll just buy more Bitcoin. But how can capitalism function when everybody realizes this? Where's the investment? Who's gonna build anything? I don't even want cheap real estate anymore. I don't want your cheap real estate. I don't want your business ideas. All I want is Bitcoin. Now that's just me, I understand. But as the whole world realizes this, I'm asking you, people at home, how can things continue to function if everybody's just trying to get Bitcoin and nobody's trying to invest in anything else? I'd rather just buy Bitcoin. And I think everyone's basically thinking the same now. The world's smartest people, besides Elon, who's doing real stuff, aren't doing real things. They're hiding behind cartoon avatars and getting little magic internet coins on blockchains. And nobody's building anything. Nobody's investing anything. Nobody with capital is interested in doing anything else. I don't know the conclusion of this. However, I identify from a personal perspective that to a degree, capitalism must be broken. I don't know how this is going to play out. As Bitcoin continues to outperform everything forever, everyone scrambles for Bitcoin. Bitcoin owners get monumentally wealthy. That's fine. Most Bitcoin owners never want to sell it because it's deflationary. The only thing worse for an economy than inflation is deflation. If I said to you, that Ferrari will be worth, you could buy that Ferrari for half the price next year, you'd wait. And then when that year rolls around to say, wait another year, you get it for half the price, you'd wait again. Money stops moving with deflation. Deflation will crash an economy quicker than inflation. So how does the economy continue to function? How do things continue to get built? How do investments continue to happen as the world wakes up and realizes that Bitcoin's the best investment? Because it is. It is better than everything else for a whole bunch of reasons. Don't ask me. Ask Michael Saylor. He'll explain it in some fantastic way. He'll use Dungeons and Dragons. I ain't got time. I'm just telling you it's the best because I can instantly liquidate it. I buy that hotel, Guntenfagen, Sutenfagen, bruh. I got to do. So the downside of Bitcoin is I think it's going to genuinely stop the economy if it continues on this run. What's the solution to this? Well, I don't know if it can be stopped. How do we plan for these things? Game theory would argue that you should just get as much Bitcoin as possible and be on the right side of history. That's fine. But I still like hotels. Like, I can't sleep in my Bitcoin. I still like hotels. I want all of it. I want hotels, I want Jescos, I want Bugattis, I want a jet, I want a yacht, I want Bitcoin, I want everything. So somebody needs to give Stefan Strauss, Mr. Germany, this 16 mil. But I ain't gonna do it. Are you? I'm just like to observe the downside because we talk about countries making Bitcoin a national reserve, and we talk about it overtaking gold and all these fantastic things. And I agree with all of it. My question, and this is a genuine question, I'm not giving you the answer, I'm actually asking, what happens to the economy once everybody realizes there is only one investment worth making on the planet?
Sweet. So now we understand where Andrew Tate is coming from and the inspiration behind his concerns about the potential downsides of Bitcoin on the global economy and society at large. Next, we are going to let Saifedean Ammous have the floor. Here was his written response to Andrew Tate's video post. Bitcoin is a better investment than Swiss hotels or restaurants or car factories because Bitcoin is offering a far more valuable product to the world, a replacement for central banks. Since central banks are the absolute worst, most criminal, and most destructive thing on earth, there's an enormous market reward for anyone that can offer people an alternative. When you buy Bitcoin, you are growing the Bitcoin pool of liquidity and offering people a money better than central bank slavery. You're making Bitcoin better, and the market rewards you for your investment. The world needs a central bank replacement a lot more than Switzerland needs another hotel. But this is a transitory phase that cannot last forever. Bitcoin can't keep replacing central banks forever. Eventually, it replaces them all, and when they and all of their shitcoins are dead, Bitcoin won't be making enormous returns anymore. It only makes enormous return by eating other crappy forms of money, but when all the crappy monies die, Bitcoin only grows in value as the production of other goods increases. It will only appreciate at 1 to 5% per year in terms of most goods and services. At that point, Swiss hotels become attractive again. Deflation is not a bad thing, and this is the biggest and most criminal psyop ever perpetuated on humanity because everything evil is downstream from government inflation. And this is the justification for inflation. Deflation is just another word for economic growth. It is completely normal and good that things become cheaper over time. That's why we work. Work produces things, and when things become more abundant, they become cheaper. The market chooses the money that is the hardest to make precisely because the limit on supply growth makes it depreciate the least. The natural order is that everything gets cheaper. This does not mean that nobody would be consuming or investing. People do not consume just because they expect their money to depreciate. They consume to survive and to enjoy life. It doesn't matter how much cheaper you expect food, clothing, phones, or shelter will be next year. You want these things today and will pay for them today to use them today. Everyone knows their laptop and phone will be significantly cheaper next year, and yet they all buy it. It's true that appreciating money will make you less likely to spend money on frivolous BS you don't need, and that's a good thing. Debt-fueled mass consumption is a moral disaster for humanity, and Bitcoin can't kill it soon enough. The world doesn't need you to waste money on stupid BS. And people don't just invest because they expect money to depreciate. They invest because productive activity produces a surplus over holding money. And the key thing to remember is that money would not appreciate if people weren't investing and producing. So it's impossible to imagine a scenario where nobody invests, but money appreciates. In sum, deflation is great, and it's the absolute best thing about Bitcoin. Bitcoin being deflationary makes it the best investment opportunity in the world for as long as central banks exist. You are being perfectly rational to not want to invest in things that aren't as productive, morally imperative, and important as ending central banks. There will be plenty of time and money for Swiss hotels when central banks are dead. Wow, mic drop. Insanely great response. And we can all play a part in accelerating the demise of central banks and the corrupt, rigged, failing global financial system designed to enslave us and the world at large by spreading awareness, buying Bitcoin, by owning and using multiple cryptocurrency hardware wallets like Tangent and Ledger devices, and by being involved in the crypto industry by opening accounts with the next generation of finance, like Uphold. It's a Web3 decentralized platform that is completely free to use, only takes like 90 seconds to set up, and it provides us with a way safer, better option for storing our US dollars, our fiat currency, than banks, and provides us with a way safer and better option to trade and manage crypto than exchanges. Check it out. When we store our US dollars or crypto in Uphold, it actually stays there. It's 100% backed. In fact, they publicly list and update their balance sheet every 30 seconds for anyone to see anytime. And they offer US dollar interest accounts to US users that are FDIC insured up to $2.5 million. While right now, as we speak, all our money in a bank isn't there. They don't publicly list their balance sheet because they don't keep our money. They lend it out against our will, and they earn a return on it. Banks hardly offer accounts where we accrue interest on our money. And banks only insure up to $250K, not the $2.5 million like Uphold. Now, when it comes to crypto exchanges, if everyone withdrew all of their Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to their own wallet, there would not be enough to go around. Multiple people are looking at the same exact Bitcoin and crypto in their account on their phone screens. While with Uphold, all of our crypto is actually there and 100% backed. And the platform is connected to over 30 underlying exchanges, which gives us the best possible prices for all cryptocurrencies and way more liquidity when trading crypto, all without having to transfer funds between our traditional banks and exchanges. It's free to sign up, so scroll down and use the links below to access Uphold's correct and official site and redeem all the special offers they have for us. Amazing. Now let's go through Stackholder's written response to Andrew Tate's video post. You just articulated one of the best parts about Bitcoin. It will make everything more affordable. Here's how. Without Bitcoin, you're forced to invest in a bunch of random stuff to grow your purchasing power. Hotels, homes, speculative startups, etc. Sure, you know a bunch of it will fail, but you have so much cash that you just spray and pray that something hits and makes up for the losses. That's capital misallocation, and it's happening at scale. It inflates the price of everything for everyone, including homes that people need. So what happens when people start stacking Bitcoin instead of dumping money into real estate investments? The price of homes that people actually need to live in will fall. Prices are truth. They are the market's way of telling you the relative value of things. So if your buddy can't get anyone to dump $16 million into a hotel, that means he's holding the bag. He, or the bank that owns the hotel, needs to revalue the hotel much lower to whatever the clearing price is. That's what happens when you play around with 20th century stores of value at the dawn of Bitcoin. Asset holders need to adapt or die. The price of real estate will continue to fall relative to Bitcoin because it's a terrible store of value compared to Bitcoin. Insurance costs, property tax, maintenance costs, tenant headaches, natural disaster risk, pandemic risks, etc. Capitalism won't stop though. At a certain point, Bitcoin returns slow down when it's properly priced closer to about $10 million a coin in today's terms. And then it may make sense to buy equity in businesses that can offer cash flow or rapid growth opportunities. But it's important to remember, people won't stop consuming just because they have Bitcoin. When someone has surplus wealth, they eventually value time, experiences, material comfort more than incremental wealth. Or they may want to fund entrepreneurs for excitement, challenge, impact. And so Bitcoin will incentivize people to save and carefully allocate capital, but once they have enough, they will still trade some of their Bitcoin for goods and services. One last thing, you said deflation is a bad thing. Deflation is coming no matter what. When AI and robots are doing 90% of our work, that's massively deflationary because they can do things way faster and cheaper than humans, which should make the price of everything fall. But you're right, that deflation is bad for a debt-based economy because you can't pay back debt if the currency the debt is denominated in gets more valuable. That's why central banks debase currencies to make sure the debt-based economy doesn't implode. So right now, instead of letting technology gains make things cheaper for everyone, central banks actually make sure we all face 2% growth in prices every year, and they'll debase the currency as much as they need to make sure prices grow instead of fall. Which is why things get worse every year if you're stuck in the fiat system. Luckily, anyone can opt out of the inflationary system right now by adopting finite Bitcoin. Bitcoiners are already living in a deflationary world. We're getting the full benefit of humanity's increasing productivity. Everything around us is getting vastly cheaper every 4 years. Anyone can opt into this deflationary system at any time and get the full benefit of the AI robotic revolution that is just beginning. Brilliant. And in crypto, we can all actually start benefiting from the AI robotic revolution now, instead of just trying to buy meme coins and random cryptocurrencies, hoping to sell them higher to someone else. Check it out. A year ago, last January, I started testing out an AI-enhanced robotic crypto trader called GoBabyTrade. Here's how it works. It's a product that generates profit by capitalizing on the volatility of the crazy crypto market. And basically, we connect our Coinbase account to the trader, select which cryptocurrencies we wanted to trade, and then it does its magic. Automatically trades crypto to generate profit from price volatility. I personally tested it out most of last year before finally feeling comfortable to share it with everyone. And this video you can check out by clicking on the link above. And looking at the top traders over the past year, we can see that even a starting balance as low as $108 has taken over $132 worth of profits, a 122% gain overall. We've been getting a lot of great feedback from people about it since we explored it together. This thing has been an interesting addition to my overall diversification strategy in crypto, performing extremely well, and our community gets an exclusive $1,000 discount. Every week, there is a free webinar where we can ask questions live to learn all about how it works to start benefiting from this AI robotic revolution that is just beginning. So click on the link below to sign up and check it out now. Awesome. If you would like to learn more about how GoBabyTrade works to diversify our crypto investment strategies, check out this video. If you would like to learn more about Uphold and how it is a way better, safer option than banks and exchanges to store our US dollars and manage our crypto, check out this video. And to start securing your money in crypto right now with Uphold, click on the link on the screen. Like and subscribe for more. Be safe out there.